Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. Okay, I actually didn't plan to buy it right now, but I did it because I went in store, I saw the palette and I was like, now or never, because it really speaks to my soul and I need this palette in my life. So you can guess, I think, which palette it is. When not from this footage right here, at least you can read it in the title. So let's open this beauty. We have 2 Byredo stores here nearby and I thought, why not? Let's see if they have the palette maybe. So I thought if they don't have it, I won't take it home and that's that. And maybe I will buy it in a couple of weeks or something like that online. But they did actually have it. I was so excited when I saw it and I was like, okay, let's take this beauty home. Here is the palette, guys. It's looking beautiful and sleek. And I also got some goodies. Let's see. I got 2 perfumes. She asked me if I want more a summer scent or winter scent and I said, why not? Like, give me the summer scent because the summer's nearby and I wanted to test them especially. And the scent I got is what I got. I got La Tulipe. Let's see how it smells. It's small. I thought it will be a bigger bottle. That's a little bit sad, but okay. It's really smelling. The first smell is really like a tulip. It's really like the flower. And after that it's getting a little bit softer, but the name is fitting, I would say. I like it, it's not bad. And the other one I got is the scent Gypsy Water. Let's test it maybe a little bit there. Oh, this is also not bad. I don't know if I think of summer with this particular scent, but it's nice. It's not a bad scent. It's smelling very, very fresh. So I think in the end the summer vibe is fitting for this one. Need to wear them a little bit more, but both scents are very, very nice. I really like them. Okay, and the other little extra I got, I think this is a color stick for the eyes. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Oh, I got a big color stick. Wow, as an extra. A green one. It's beautiful. Which color I got? Let's see. I got Kumato, the color 549. It's looking very, very beautiful, guys. Now there's a little dent because of me, but I think the color is stunning. Maybe for a look I will combine the stick because it's looking beautiful. Okay, but now let's open the main show, the palette, the Mineralscapes palette. So excited. The packaging is very, very sleek and beautiful. Ooh, and here is the beauty. It's looking stunning. Oh, right off the bat, I thought it will be a very, very light palette. It's not super heavy, don't get me wrong, but it's also not that light. It's feeling luxurious for sure. And here's the inside. I got a little bit of a bump in the bluish color, but all in all the palette looks beautiful. I don't want to blend you too much, but look how stunning this palette is. Especially, of course, I think like everyone, the blues and the greens, they are speaking to my soul and I really want to create some looks with this one and I think it's looking so beautiful and I really want to dive into this one. So without further ado, like you can tell from the title, I want to do 3 looks with you together. So excited about that. I hope I can do it. If not, it will be 2 looks, but I will try to do 3 looks with you and give you a little bit of inspiration, hopefully. So excited. This palette really sticks to fingerprints, so the fingerprints will be all over it, but it's looking beautiful and sleek. I really, really like it. It's reminding me a little bit from the heaviness and from the look overall of the Isamaya 2.0 palette that I have. So I have a good feeling about that. So let's go right into the first look. I'm so excited, so let's get started. Okay guys, my eyes are primed beforehand and everything else will be linked down below if you are curious. And if you can see a little bit of glitter particles, I went out today with another eye makeup on and I tried to wash it off as good as possible. But if you can see a little bit of sparkle, that's my makeup from before, but I really tried my best. So I hope everything is fine now. And now let's come to this beauty right here. I don't know what I want to do because I want to do everything at once, you know. So let me think for a moment. Go into the more lilac-y side first because I think it will, I feel it right now, so let's do that. So I think you only have two really real matte shades in here. It's this grayish lilac-y shade and this very light bony type of shade right here. And I will go first into this gray lilac shade. Those are really soft and delicate colors. And I will start to pat it at the outer corner of my eye area. Ooh, I like that shade, it's beautiful. I start with patting motions and after that I'm swiping it into the crease. Just to prevent fallout. I always have the feeling that this technique is helping a little bit to prevent fallout, especially with darker shades. It's not patchy and it's blending like a dream right away, I can say that. I have a good feeling. It's the first time I'm actually trying the Byredo formulation because all the palettes, I always thought that they are looking beautiful, but I didn't have this feeling that I really have to have them. And this is the first time that I really thought, oh my gosh, it's looking so beautiful and stunning. And the palette is reminding me also a little bit, if you think this is false news or something like that, please tell me. But I have the feeling this palette is looking a little bit like the Twilight palette, just from the color story, like the Twilight palette from ColourPop. And actually I wanted to buy it for myself, but then I saw this one and I don't know, I thought, why now the ColourPop one? Maybe someday, you know, I don't have the feeling it will be gone forever. At this point I can wait, but this one was really the palette that spoke to my heart in the moment. So I decided to get this one over the ColourPop and Twilight collection. And I'm very happy I did because alone for this shade right now that's blending like a dream, I have the feeling I made the right decision. It's beautiful. I want to keep it a little bit more simple today, but let's go now into this lilac-y shade right here. And I will pick it up with a finger. It's looking very beautiful. It's a little bit more on the grayish side, but I think you can see the slight lilac-y tint to it. It's so stunning. And I love that the most of those shades aren't mattes. And they are more on the satiny shimmery side. I think that's beautiful. If you know me, you know that I love that. And I will put this shade right into the middle portion. In the back I can see all the shade names. It's called Steel Ray, I think, yeah. Steel Ray, it's looking beautiful. And pat it into the middle portion. I think it's a stunning combo with the matte shade. They are pairing very beautifully together. And with the same brush as before and no product on it, I will swirl it a little bit around and blend it out. And now I will take this glittery gold shade right here. I won't say all the names, guys. You see what I'm using. I have the feeling. And this is also looking very beautiful. And with this one, I will go at the front portion of my lid area. Very simple, very fast, but very effective and beautiful. Now with the brush, I'm going into this gold shade right here. With the same brush as before. And I'm putting it a little bit on my brow bone area, all over it. Just dusting it everywhere. The shades are a little bit more on the powdery side, so be aware of that. If you don't like that, maybe do your eye makeup first and after that do your face. But if you're not bothered by that and you can work with it, try to tap your brush off and also try to start maybe with tapping motions and after that swirl the shade around. I think it's very helpful that way. And because I love gray and pinky tones, let's go a little bit into this pinky shade right here. I think it's looking also very beautiful. It's looking like that. Can we talk about how my new camera is picking up so well on the close-ups that I want to show you? It's so stunning. And this one I will put right where the gold and the gray shade is meeting, right into the middle portion. Beautiful. Just to give me also a little bit of light back in the middle. And now I want to go into the gray shade again with a more packing kind of brush. And I will focus it at the outer portion of my lower lash line. And to give a hint of something special into the lower lash line, I will go now into this green gold right here, this lighter type of green, and put it at the front portion of my lower lash line. And now I will go for the inner corner again into this light gold with the same brush that we used for the brow area and put it right into the inner corners. Again into the other gold right here. And this one I will use for the middle portion of my lower lash line. Again, just to lighten it a little bit up. Okay guys, that was so fast and so quick and I really enjoy it. I will quickly do my lashes and my lips and then we will be right back with the finished result and the zoomed out version. So guys, and here's the first look all zoomed out with the Byredo Mineralscape palette. I love it. It's not as glittery as wham bam in your face, but it has something for sure so delicate and special and unique to it, and I really love the look overall. It's so sophisticated but so interesting and fun at the same time, and I really like it. It's a little bit of a mix of something neutral but also something a little bit more of a pop put into this look, and I really enjoy it. It's so stunning but yet so fast and simple, and yeah, really enjoyed the first look. I hope you do too. If so, stay tuned for the second look. For me it will be the next day, for you it will be in a sec. So without further ado, let's jump right into the second look. I'm so excited about that. Hey guys, it's the second day with the Byredo Mineralscapes palette. So excited. I actually have something in mind for today. I want to go blue, if you can tell. So I really want to play a little bit more with the blues today. Maybe sprinkle in something else as well. We will see, but the blues will be my main focus today. So without further ado, let's jump right into the second look together. Okay, how I want to start today is I want to jump into this really light, beautiful, silvery type of steel blue with my finger. And I want to create a layer all over my eyelid basically first. So let's do that. This is a beautiful color. I will leave a little bit of space in the front portion, but really just a little bit. The first layer, I will use a denser, fluffier blending kind of brush. And going again really lightly into this shade. Tap it a little bit off. And I start to focus it into my crease and blend everything a little bit out. And bring the color also with the brush higher up as well. And to give it even more of a nicer blend, I will go now into this very light shade right here. It's right beside the very glittery one, and I will use it on my brow bone area, just to blend everything underneath a little bit better out. So now with a really small detailed kind of brush, I will go into this aquamarine blue right here. It's looking so beautiful. I was between the really dark blue and this one, but I think I want to go into this one because it's looking so beautiful, and I have the feeling the contrast of this really steely blue and this more aquamarine blue will be very beautiful. And this one I will focus right at the lash line of my upper lid area, really near, just to give me a little bit of something down there and something a little bit more exciting to look at, you know? It don't have to be too precise. Maybe I will also do a little wing at the outer corner. Also going to my lower lash line and connecting the wing. And now I will go what it seems like to be the real glittery sparkly shade in here. This one. It's feeling very emollient and stunning. Look at this, guys. So beautiful. And I will focus this one right at the front portion of my lid area. Can pick really much up with the finger, so be careful about that. And now let's blend it a little bit out with the same brush that I used before, but this time I don't do additional product on it. And I see that the light steely blue is not ending like I wanted to because of the wing. It's looking a little bit out of place. For that I'm using the same brush as before that I used for the wing and going into the steely kind of blue with it. And just bring it to the wing as well. What you also can do is to switch the brush. Don't use the angled side. Switch it and use the more flatter side. And bring the color outwards. So you don't have strokes or anything like that. Now let's come to the lower lash line, and there I think I want to go into this gray shade right here. We used the matte version but not the more metallic-y type of version yet. So let's take it on the brush. I'm using a more inner corner type of brush for that. And basically putting it all over my lower lash line. And now I'm using a smaller blending type of brush, and I'm going again into this very light shade right here, very lightly. Also tap the brush off again and blend the gray shade a little bit out with it. If you don't like a sheeny lower lash line, you also can use the light matte and blend it out, but I really enjoy this. And with a very small inner corner type of brush, I'm going again into this aquamarine blue right here. So stunning. And again, for a little pop, I will put it at the front portion of my lower lash line. Okay guys, and I think this is everything I want to do for the second look. I know it's also a little bit more gray blue based like yesterday, but I used different colors, so just that you know, we will see in the footage how much they're actually compete to one another and if they're looking the same or not. But I have the feeling it's different. It's really, you can see the more bluish, steely kind of undertone in my look today. And yesterday it was really more of that, more lilac-y type of undertone that I had. So I will quickly do my lashes and my lips now, and then we will be right back with the finished result. Okay guys, and here's the look all zoomed out. I really enjoy it. I think it's so stunning and it's exactly what I wanted out of it. The only thing I have to say, I think I need to use this aquamarine shade right here. The next time, maybe on its own. The real name of this shade is Matter and Life, and it's so beautiful. But I really need to use it next time on its own because I think it got a little bit lost. It did exactly what I wanted. It created a little bit of depth, a little bit of something, but I don't think that the aquamarine shade exactly is coming through, you know? It's looking more like a dark type of blue. And it's more in the pan looking like an aquamarine. So I really want to use this one on its own next time. But really on my finger it's also more like a dark blue. So that's that. It's maybe just a shade with with much of a dark or deep kind of base. So I think it will just come through in certain lights that you can really see the aquamarine shade. So just that you know, it's not exactly a strong type of aquamarine shade. It's more like a darker black-based type of blue. So that's the only thing I noticed when I used the palette for the second look today. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. All my final thoughts you will see at the end, you will hear at the end. But yeah, so far so good. I get exactly what I wanted out of this palette. I imagine it how it could be and it's exactly how it is. So I'm not mad. I really like the look today. We'll go out tonight, today, the whole day basically. I'm out and about and I'm very excited to wear this look today. And yeah guys, this is the second look. I hope you enjoyed it. For the third and final look, we will do maybe something a little bit fun with the blue and the green. And maybe I will also use this really dark blue for the look. Showing it right now to you. It's looking very stunning and you can see a difference between those two shades for sure. So this is the very dark blue that I want to use tomorrow and this is the more aquamarine type of blue. So there is a difference. That's exciting. And yeah, really happy. I'm really enjoying it so far. So let's jump into the third and final look. Hey guys, let's do the third and final look together. I'm so excited. Like I said, today I want to play a little bit more with the greens and with the darker blue and sprinkle in maybe a little bit of something else in here so that I can use as many colors as possible in the end. And yeah, I'm very excited. Maybe I will play also a little bit with the eye stick that I got and let's see what we can create out of it. So without further ado, let's jump right into the third and final look together. Okay, I think I will start with the eye stick. I got the color, like I said before, Kumato 549. It's looking very beautiful. And I think I will start to put this color at the front portion of my lid area. Right on my lid. Oh, it's a little bit harder than I imagined it to be. It's dragging a little bit on my skin. So maybe go in with a stiffer type of brush. But it's a beautiful color, with that being said. After it warmed up a little bit better, I have the feeling now it's easier to swipe it around on the other side. So maybe it was just the first swipe that it was a little bit of a stiffer feeling. Now it's really nice. Okay, after that's done, it's not very precise, like you can tell, but I don't want it necessary to be like that. And I go in with a fluffier blending type of brush and swirl the color a little bit around, blending it a little bit out. Very fast and very easy. It's a very creamy type of product in the end. And it will help me to have a good base for the other greens that I want to play with. But you can totally just use the stick all over the lid and have a very soft type of green. Or if you want it stronger, don't blend the green very much out. Just leave it like that, blend maybe a little bit the edges and be done. So that would also be, I think, a very beautiful look. But now let's go first into, I would say, This green down here, it's looking very beautiful and it's a little bit lighter than this one. So I think this one I will use for maybe more the middle portion. It's a type of gray green, I would say. And I will put this one over the green I laid down with the stick. It's a very, very beautiful color. And again, with the same brush and no product on it, I blend the edges a little bit out again. And like I said, for the middle portion of my lid area, I will go now into this darker green right here. It's feeling very, very soft. This one felt a little bit stiffer than all the other shades I used, I have to say. But applying wise, it was very beautiful. The darker green is, like the other ones, very, very smooth in touch. I'm tempted now to do a all over green look, but I really want to play also a little bit with the dark blue, so like that. And now with a packing brush, I will go into this dark navy blue right here. I will take this color and put it at the outer corner of my lid area. Really just a little bit. It's a strong color, so I don't need too much of it. Now again, I'm blending it out with a blending brush. And no additional product on it. When you are playing with darker colors, I think blending the edges out a little bit longer is key. Just to let it look as smooth as possible. And as blended in as possible, you know? So this is what I usually do if I'm playing with darker colors. And now with the same brush, I'm going into this color right here. It looks like a beautiful bronzy type of shade. Very lightly. And I'm putting it into my crease. Just to blend everything a little bit better out again. And for my actual brow bone area, I'm going again into this gold right here that I used, I think, for my first look. And put it on my brow bone area. Just to lighten it ever so slightly up. So now let's come to my lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I will go first into the dark navy blue with a packing type of brush. Just very, very little, and the very, very outer corner I'm putting the navy blue. I really don't want too much darkness into my outer corner. Stunning. I already love the look so much, guys. And now I will go into this darker green again. You could say I'm doing the same steps, but the other way around. Starting first with the darkest and working my way up to the lightest, like you would normally do. Again, just a small area on the lower lash line. Really not too much. And now again with the stick, I'm going to the front portion. It's a very big stick, so I have to be a little bit careful, but like that. Again, don't have to be too precise. I pretty much always go for the messy look anyways, so. And now with the packing brush, I'm going into this lighter green right here and putting it over the stick. Now with a small blending brush, I'm going into the second matte shade that we have in here, this very light one. And I'm working it under the colors that I laid down on my lower lash line. Really not directly on them, but rather below them. So just that there is no harsh line anymore, everything is blended nicely. And I really don't put too much pressure on my brush. I really want just a light blend. I don't want too much darkness down there, so I'm really don't go in with much pressure. Okay, and last but not least, we are coming now to the inner corners. And I think I would go with the gold. I want to try also this color and this color. I didn't use it yet, but I really have the feeling that the gold would be more fitting for the vibe overall. So I think I will go with the gold, and we have to play another time with the other colors in here because I have the feeling the gold would fit the best for the look today. So let's do that. Going right into the inner corners. Oh, a beautiful, beautiful bright pop. I love it. Gold and green is a beautiful combination. Gold and blue, it's a beautiful combination. I think those are my favorites when it comes to combinations. They are looking always so stunning. And black and gold, of course. You can put gold over everything, but I think those colors are the most beautiful together. Okay guys, and I think this is basically everything I want to do. Again, I'm very, very impressed right now. It's looking stunning. I love the look. I don't know if this is my favorite so far, to be completely honest, because I'm so in love right now with the look overall. So I will quickly do my lashes and my lips now, and then we will be right back with the zoomed out version and the finished result, and also with my overall thoughts on it, if you couldn't guess it until now. But we will talk again about this palette right here, and yeah, let's do this. Okay guys, and here's the look all zoomed out. I enjoy it so freaking much. I think this is my favorite look of the 3 looks that I did. I know I did more the green blue type of looks in those 3 looks, but I think for me those are really the standout shades in this palette right here. The grays, the greens and the blues. But I will for sure try also sometime a neutral, more neutral kind of look, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that I can get you inspired a little bit with that as well. But I really felt the greens and the blues and the grays. So I hope you don't mind that. But I enjoyed those 3 looks so much. Perfection. I really love it. The only negative, it's not really a negative, but there are some people that don't like something like that. You'd only have 2 matte shades, and the other ones are more glimmery type of shades, but also not really. Maybe the only one is this one right here that's really glimmery. The other ones are more like satiny and metallic type of shades. And I have to say this is exactly what I imagined with this palette, so I'm not bothered by that. I bought it because I wanted something like that, and I thought it would be so much fun. I really enjoy formulations like that anyway, so I have the feeling I will really like it. The formulation in itself, it's reminding me just a little bit sometimes about my Dior formulations, about my Dior Quins that I have. So, and I really love my Dior Quins. So for me, this is a match made in heaven, if you're asking me. So I really enjoy this palette, guys. Like I said, you have mattes, just 2 mattes. They're a little bit on the sheeny side, but beautiful. They blended out like a dream. I personally had no problem with too much fallout. I watched some videos where the creator said there's much fallout, do your base first and after that do your eye makeup. And I think I would agree with that if you are just working with brushes. Maybe then it's a different story, but because I love and like to use my finger with metallic shades and with satiny type of shades, for me the fallout wasn't in the end that bad, and sometimes I didn't have fallout at all. Maybe sometimes just a little bit, but not that much that I have the feeling I can't do my base first. So yeah, but like I said, maybe if you are using those really dark shades just with brushes. I used the blue shade just with a brush today, And I have to say, if you are taking the shade on your brush, I would suggest tap it off. This is the A and the O, you know, to reduce fallout, I have the feeling. And then tap the color on first, and after you have the most of your brush, you can start swirling the color around. This is something I really like to do to provide fallout, and in my case it was a success with this palette right here. But like I said, it could, for everybody, the experience of something like that could be different, but I didn't have a problem. So this is a plus for me personally. And the palette in itself is beautiful. I love the artistry behind it. I love that Byredo is putting out once a year a palette, so you don't feel overwhelmed. And this time I had the feeling for myself was the time that I really wanted a palette from them, because the color story spoke to my soul and my heart. And I really enjoyed, and I'm so glad and happy I picked it up. This is everything I can tell you. The package, like I said, it's a little bit heavy. It's not so light. I had the feeling when I heard the other creators say that it's a very light package, that I will get basically air. But it has a little bit of weight to it. Not that much, but it's also not feeling like a cheap palette. But it's very fingerprinty approved, you know? There are so many fingerprints right now on my palette. I'm not bothered by that. It's the same with my Isa Maya 2.0 palette. It's the nature of those types of palette, you know? But what is more important for me is the inside, and the inside I'm head over heels with. I think it's a stunning palette, and I'm so excited to do more looks with it, to play more with it. But with those 3 looks, I have the feeling I really get to know a palette, myself as well, a little bit better. And so far, I have to say, I enjoy it so much. And yeah, guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video too. I hope you liked the 3 looks, or you got a little bit inspiration. If not with this palette, do it with other palettes that you have at home. You can dupe it, I'm so sure about that. For me, it's all about the feeling, the new formulations, the creativity behind the palette. This is something that's also very important for me. But in the end, if you have a big collection, you can do it at home with your stuff as well. So at least I hope I could give you a little bit of inspiration, or make your decision a little bit easier on whether or not to get this palette. If so, guys, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun creating those 3 looks, and I'm so excited for the next video. And until then, guys, bye.